guys, welcome back to Racklify. Today I'm at Sub Summit in Dallas with Drew from Deliverzen. How's it going, Drew?
Doing awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so today we're going to answer the question that's on everybody's mind, and that is, what is omnichannel fulfillment?
That's great. We get asked that a lot. The simple version of that is when you have multiple different sales channels. When you have a website, Shopify, BigCommerce. If you got retail platforms from Nordstrom's, Ulta, Sephora, GNC, Amazon. If you have Amazon FBA, FBM, there's all different sales channels. What we try to say is omni-channel fulfillment is bringing all of those sales channels into one. So you have omni sources coming to one. We have one channel of fulfillment. So it makes it super simple, keeping your fulfillment super simplified.
Yeah, that's the thing, is it really lets you get into multiple different marketplaces, especially when you have a fulfillment provider that can support all those different sets of requirements, SLAs, the whole 9 yards. And what that does is it really allows fast scaling for an e-commerce brand.
Totally.
Because rather than go out and redesign product, pay tariffs, and bring more stuff in, you just can get on another marketplace and plug and play.
Yeah, you got to have a 3PL provider that has the systems for that and the capabilities. So the systems are critical. You got to have good software providers that can make those integrations seamless and clean and flawless. Typically, that 3PL provider needs to have IT that's on site, not remote or anything, that's on site that can manage that integration. So what we do. But then also that scalability, you touched on it, man. Right here behind us, Divi, they went from 20 million to 75 million within a year and a half. And one of those reasons they were able to get to that is because they were working with a previous 3PL provider that couldn't keep up with the demand. They came to us, went fully climate control facility, FDA registered that we're doing, put the systems and processes, and we're able to plan and scale for them. So now they were able to scale into all Ulta doors and get to that 75 million revenue mark over the course of a year and a half.
Yeah, besides technology, what would you say are other challenges that people face when getting into an omni-channel kind of space?
The biggest thing is inventory control. So a lot of times, a lot of brands are looking at, all right, how do I handle omni-channel fulfillment? Do I need to do multi-site or single site? Most of the time, brands, the easiest thing to do is keep it super simple. So go single site fulfillment, centrally located in the US. Gets a lot of things dialed, and as you're able to scale, because you get economies of scale for inventory control, you can maximize your purchase orders on that, so you get better costs. You can really handle which SKUs are going to be moving fast, your top 20% versus your slower 80%. You start focusing on that. And at that point, you start developing some momentum, and then you get into those doors to really open those channels to drop shipping, to Amazon, to retailers, not just the e-com world.
Yeah, that like one source of truth being one building
maximize
is like, a really important thing, especially when you're starting to get into this.
Yeah.
The other thing is, like you were saying, you got to have technology that can support this. Yeah. And integrations and all that are obvious, but you want to know, does your provider have a continuous inventory management system? Right? Yeah. Is this thing reporting every second, every minute, every hour, every day?
That's critical.
Right? Because different providers and different service providers have different times that API is called.
Yeah.
And understanding that can help you prevent stockouts by doing some basic inventory planning, by maybe putting in some reserve quantities, different tips and things you can do.
Yeah.
But, what other pieces of the software puzzle do you see that really help Deliverzen stand out?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we've tried to do, our mission statement is to deliver the best service in order fulfillment. Order fulfillment is not just pick, pack, and ship. It actually starts at customer's checkout, and it ends when that customer opens the door. So when you talk about a tech stack, and what we've been able to do is we have an integration with our partner Shiphero, a great platform, awesome guys, where that API is actually calling every 1 to 3 minutes or so. So you can actually edit an order before we processed it. It's dropped in our system before we process it. Edit in Shopify or whatever platform you're on. It'll update within 1 to 3 minutes in that API call to that processing side of us. Before we've even shipped it out, we can edit the units and any of that, which is really cool. So you talked about that tech stack on that side of it. The other side of it, we have a great partner with Octup, OCTUP, Octup.com. Great guys, I love those guys over there. They're building an awesome tool. What we did with them is we provide Octup for free to our customers. So what that does is our customers can integrate their Shopify, their Meta, their ad spend, all that. So you get all that marketing spend on the front end, which is really cool. But also it shows your inventory financials. So our systems will integrate into Octup. It shows you how much you have in inventory, financials in any one of our warehouses for you, which is awesome. It's also showing you your invoicing. So you have invoicing going there. Gives you that invoicing reconciliation. You can really see it in digestible chunks. So you know exactly what you're spending every time you work with us, every time you work with us.
Well, that's really the thing, is in business, data is power, right?
Yeah,
and the technology and the systems that power that data are really paramount. And that's, really where fulfillment providers stand apart from one another.
Totally.
Right? Because most people that are competent can take something and put it in a box. When you're able to give all these tools, the reporting, right, support multi-channel fulfillment, omni-channel fulfillment, whether it's in-store, online, regardless of the channel.
I think one of the things there is we've been around for about 7 years or so, kind of building and growing. When we started this, I realized the technology side was super missing. You kind of had massive enterprise solutions. A lot of guys were running off of Excel sheets. You're kind of back and forth. Where we've come into it, we kind of live in this iPhone world now, right? We live in this easy views, kind of get things, make it super simple. What we've wanted to do is make things as super simple with our customers. So when you work with us, you outsource logistics to us, but you have all of that data at your fingertips. So we're the ones going to manage your order profiles. We're going to make sure your inventory is right. We're going to make sure receiving is right. Your supply chain's all dialed in, that your pack out's good, your packaging good to go with you based on your approvals. But all you got to do is manage your orders and then enter your purchase orders to us. We're going to do the rest. What we've done though is our technology allows that because we're living that transparently. We're giving you the backend access to when we do cycle counts. And, how's our SLA performing? If we tell you we're shipping every order by 1 o'clock warehouse time, you can see that and almost in real time because our API is pulling with Octup and some other partners of ours. Inventory accuracy, right? We're trying to maintain those shrinkage allowances with different customers based upon SLAs. We're showing you that at the point of receiving. We're saying, hey, here's receiving, here's our cycle counts, here's what that looks like. So we want to make sure we're giving our customers that simple ease of mind in your phone, whatever it is, where you are, because you're not the one that, this is your inventory, it's your baby. It's where all your money's at. You got to make sure that 3PL partner is there with you, being fully transparent. Those are the ways that we've done it. Keep it super simple, deliver that tech stack on the front end. You can see that at your fingertips.
Yeah, like I said, leaning on a partner that has strong technology and technology that works with the technology that you're using, right? That's another big one. The compatibility of everybody's systems and what they're doing, right? That's what allows you to really stand apart.
Yeah.
So, if you had one takeaway when it comes to omnichannel for the audience, what would it be?
I would say bring it to a professional, bring it to a team, and completely outsource it to a simplified model. Meaning your goal is to go build and sell, right? You want to market and sell everywhere you can. You want to focus on sales channels that you got, your product lines, whatever that category is. When you work with a 3PL provider, ensure that they are giving you the control and access that you guys need to have peace of mind. There are things that are going to happen. There's stuff that always happens with inside fulfillment supply chain. There will always be continuous improvement areas that you need to be looking at, but you got to find a provider that's going to be working with you guys. We do weekly calls with our customers. We're getting on there doing forecasting with them. We're doing influencer drops with them, QVC, Good Morning America, retail, all these types of flash sale fulfillment stuff. So you need to find somebody that has the experience doing it, the expertise doing it, and is there to be a partner with you guys and giving you that access at your fingertips that can help build and plan with you, where it gives you kind of a relief off your shoulders as you go build and sell.
Awesome. Well, it was really great talking to you, Drew. If you're somebody out there and you're doing omnichannel fulfillment, you're in like 7, 8 different places, right? And you're growing really fast and you need someone to help you, feel free to reach out to Drew and his team at Deliverzen. They can be a great partner. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. We're coming at you every week with new content. Stay tuned.